Shalom. Kal halalim la Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to our apostles, elders, bishops of Great Millstone that rule well. Double honors to them and shalom to the prophets of that body and shalom to the 144,000 and one third. May peace and blessings in the spirit of endurance be upon you and your households. And if you guys have seen this video regarding this Delaware marathon, where you see a visible Israelite, so-called black man, winning the race, which is nothing uncommon. The Israelite black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man are superior beings. Okay, and we are the salt of the earth. We are the former of all things. We create, invent, we innovate. We're the best athletes, the best looking. We create and make everything in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, we're the salt of the earth. All right. And we are, let me just get this. 1 second. We are the chosen above all nations, above everybody else. Let me just get that scripture up before I play the video. I'm going to go to my phone. Let's go to Deuteronomy 7, verse 6. Excuse me. I apologize for clearing my throat like that because I know it's going to be loud. But Deuteronomy 7, verse 6. Deuteronomy 7, verse 6 in the KJV. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Thy power, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Okay, so we're above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Okay, and that's obviously evident even in this captivity, right? We're above all these nations, and how much more when we get that power? All right, and the ever ongoing battle between Jacob and Esau, right? And from the days of Cain and Abel, and or Abel and Cain, or Cain and Abel, Jacob and Esau, all the way up until this day. Now, this marathon, the way it ended, excuse me, signifies something spiritual, something holy, and the fact that it's over for Esau. Okay. Now, what came in my mind watching this marathon was Esau thinks, the so-called white man, Esau Edom, thinks he's going to, in my mind, he thinks he's going to rule forever. He thinks he's on easy street. He thinks his new world order is going to come into fruition. They think that, okay, all we got to do is keep going and keep jogging and all that. They don't realize that Yahweh Bashem Yashai, is going to smack that plate out of their hand as soon as they're about to dig into, let's just say the NWO is a meal, right? Then that meal is ready. Okay, before they do all the finish, all the finishing touches are done, and as soon as Esau Edom is about to dig into that plate with a knife and fork, right? The Lord Yahweh Hashem Hashai is going to smack that plate out of their hand, and he's not going to let them accomplish what they think they're going to accomplish, which is eternal rulership. Okay, which is not prophesied, which is not prophecy. Esau Edom has had his time in the sun. There are bounds, okay, pursuant to the book of Job, right, that these devils cannot pass. All right. There is an expiration date. There is a clock to their rulership. All right. So we are approaching the end, and this is a very spiritual indeed, because this is the month of April, May, June, July. Less than 3 months to go. We are approaching the 250th year of America's so-called inception, even though these damn devils have been there for a little bit longer, but that foundation was laid 250 years ago. Okay, and so this was a highly significant, highly spiritual, that Esau Edom thinks he's going to roll into the sunset, still having their rulership, and they think all we've got to do is keep going like we've been going. And what happened there? This cracker thought he's going to win the race, Okay. And what happened? Jacob came there, boom, knocked that plate out of his hand and won that race because our time is coming. Second Ezra 6 verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay. And there's a couple other scriptures I want to read. Let's just play this first, then we read them.
Catch him! Get 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 him!
You saw Esau there, right? Waving his fists in the air, thinking that he's victorious, he's won. But the Lord Yahweh Shai said, nope, no, you haven't. No, you haven't. All right. Now, let's go to the book of, we'll go to Job 5 and 12 first, okay? Let's go to book of Job 5 and 12. Job 5, chapter 12. Just bear with me. Job chapter 5, verse 12. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Your enterprise is not going to come into fruition, Esau Edom. You think that, yeah, you know, you're on easy street there. You think that you're going to come through and still be, you know, the winner that's always been shown for generations. You know, you were the Most High. You are Yahushua in your movies. You are Moses. You are the hunk of the earth. In reality, your women never deemed you as the hunk of the earth. If they did, you know, they wouldn't be dealing with Israelite men. They've been dealing with Israelite men since the chattel slavery days. Even when Jacob was, you know, hung upside down with those, you know, with those, you know, with the, you know, when they had all the chains and those metal masks and what they call chattel slavery, right, or cattle slavery, like cattle, literally, right. Even during that period, you know, your women were dealing with Jacob, and when we were ruling, they were dealing with us. They always dealt with us. They always had eyes for us. Okay, even though that's what you were propped up to be the so-called main person, the ultimate male on the earth. All right, never really showing who you really are. You're just a damn cave monkey. Okay, the Lord sees you as spittle. You're nothing but spit. 2 Ezra 6 verse 54. You know, elaborates on that you guys are nothing. You're a nobody people. All right, and all your you know, lies, all your whitewashed lies from the book of is it First Maccabees 3:48? You know, so-called whitewashing. You know, all right, you know, painting yourself up as to be everybody. All right, you want to be the Israelites, you want to be the Most High, you want to be Yahushua, you want to be the Israelites, you want to be the Persians, you want to be the American Ninja, you want to be the last samurai, you want to be the last Mohican, you want to be Robin Hood, you want to be you know, you want to be all the main characters that I was shown, even the Lone Ranger. That's a so-called black man, Bass Reeves. You know, you want to be everybody. Even the term cowboy. I don't want to. I'm going to a tangent now, but I'm just saying you want to be everybody. All right, but you know that skirt has been lifted. You know, and we're seeing the truth. The skirts are lifted upon thy face, right? Loosely paraphrasing the scripture, and we know who you are. Okay, we know who you are. All right. Let's go to verse 12 again. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. All right, you think you're going to win? You think you're going to have your new world order? It's not going to happen. Okay, the Lord said it's not going to happen. All right, and besides, you know, your rulership was never prophesied to go on forever. Okay, we're in, you know, like in the book of Daniel, the dream of the statue. Okay, we're at the concrete feet. All right, and literally this, you know, if you look around everywhere, this is on an international scale. Every country, your so-called powerful Western countries, All the damn roads are cracked with holes and this, that, and the third in the street. You got to freaking dodge them just to not damage your tires, right? Okay, well, the whole place is literally crumbling. Okay, Acts 5:38 and 39. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. Okay, Esau, Edom is of men. It's going to come to naught. It's not going to be coming to fruition. Verse 39. But if it be of the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yashai, you cannot overthrow it. Our rulership is eternal. Okay, you can't keep Jacob down. Okay, Jacob is next to rule in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yashai, the elect on the first go around. But if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it, lest haply ye be found even to fight against the Most High. Okay, and you fight. And what does Jacob always say in the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yashai? The arms are too short to box with God. You're talking about the power of heaven and earth that created every intricate thing. You want to mess with with the Most High power, Yahweh Hashem Yashai? Okay. You know, what did the Lord say? It is a fearful, what do the prophets say in the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yashai? Okay? It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. That's what the Most High says, man. All right? You don't want to mess with the Lord. And this is just a beautiful example, of Esau, Edom's kingdom coming to an end. All right? Okay? Management is changing hands. Let's play it again. All right? And our rulership is eternal. We're the real eternals. Let's go again. Okay? Let's go to 2 Ezra 6 verse 9, KJV. For Esau, the so-called white man, is the end of the world, and Jacob, the so-called black, Hispanic, and native Indian, and those of that paternal lineage, pursuant to Numbers 118, on your father's side, you are whatever your daddy is, all right? Okay, Israelite foreigners, those Israelites also, okay, the Israelite foreigners as well as the visible Israelites, okay, the elect, whoever they are across the four corners of the earth, have got next, okay? And through the loins of the elect, the rest of the Israelites that die on this side will come through. All right. So we got rulership next. We got next. All right. And Esau, Edom, it's over for you.
Catch him! Get 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 him!
Look at Jake laughing in the background. That's the kind of laugh you really laugh at a real loser. You know what I mean? That loser will feel that laugh in his mind. If he blatantly hears that, it'll be like a nightmare. It'll be like an alarm in his mind. Hearing that Jake's laugh. That's like saying, nah, you don't have it. You know that these devils ever had it, but they made it, the illusions are put there like they had it, but they never had it. They never had it. Never did. Any so-called pale people that were cool, if you've seen certain athletes that look like white people that were cool or athletic or martial artists or whatever, check their background out. As Paul Mooney would say, on their father's side, a ninja's going to fall out. They're more than likely Jakes, all right? Because ain't no cracker going to be cool. No such thing as a cool Edomite, all right? But I'm just saying, this devil, man, perfect example. You lost it, devil. All right, it's over for you.
Catch him! Get 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 him!
All right, I'm going to leave it there now. All praises, honor, glory, blessings, and power be unto Abanawi Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Barash. Okay. We have next. And it's not like I'm quoting a slogan from another camp. Not that I'm part of a camp. I'm a student of Great Millstone in the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Shai. All right. But, literally, we do have next. Our rulership is coming and it's eternal. All right. And if you're spiritual, you can see it. within how things are playing out around you, and how the Lord Yahweh Shai blessed us to see this. And this was recorded and made viral in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, right? To let the elect know, whoever they are, that our time is coming. And the elect, right, can see, right? The hopeful elect can see that this is a highly spiritual video. All right. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there now. All praises to Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakak Badash, Moath Abad Babal, Kwame Ashrala, Shalom.